Hello and welcome to another episode of SCSUTV News. I'm Nino Napolitano.
And I'm Christina Costa. Today we'll be talking about Hispanic Heritage Month, an interview with Marco Jakian, president of Connecticut State Colleges and Universities, and a feature in the evolving athletic logo.
But first, food staff employees did a walkout last week in an effort to get their contracts renewed. The process normally occurs every 6 months, but this year there's been a holdup. SCSU TV News has some cell phone footage of the employees protesting in Town Hall. The protesters have continued since the incident, but there have been no interruptions to food service on campus.
September 15th marked the start of Hispanic Heritage Month nationwide, and this year, campus organizations are once again coming together to celebrate Hispanic culture and contributions. Sandra Gomez Aceves sat down with student organization leaders to get a breakdown of this year's events.
For almost 5 decades, Hispanic contributions, culture, and heritage have been celebrated through Hispanic Heritage Month. This year, the campus community has the chance to participate in 8 different events sponsored by the Multicultural Center and the Organization of Latin American Students.
So Hispanic Heritage Month actually started as a week. President Lyndon Johnson actually started it. So September 15th was actually started because a lot of the Hispanic and Latin countries actually gained their independence on that day. On October 6th, I believe, in Engelman B, 121 A and B, we have the Trump card, which actually is a conversation that we have with the perspective, the perception of Latinos in the 2016 presidential election.
Another event included the 8th annual Empowering Lives event and had radio personality Juan Carrillo of WCYB 94.3 as its speaker. Carrillo emphasized the importance of Hispanics getting out to vote this election year.
Hispanic descent, it's extremely important for us to really be able to really educate folks about our culture and our history. I think, in fact, even this election that we're having right now, youth is saying, hey, what about this, that, or the other, right? And besides just getting out to vote, right? Our youth are now asking questions, like policy statements are not just sound bites anymore. It's about, get specific with it.
We have somebody from the community who came from such a rough background to speak to students who have this privilege to come to schools, you have to come to get this education. So it's kind of one of those things that we give the students as much as we can. And Juan Casillo, he was somebody that really, I believe, was a good fit for this. And since we do it every year, we always try to get somebody who can relate to the students, who can say something to the students that help them push them further.
Here, today too, they've embraced my message. My message is really all about, making sure that people, go one-on-one with each other and talk to each other.
Reporting for SCSU TV News, I'm Sandra Gomez Aceves.
For a detailed schedule of events during Hispanic Heritage Month, check out southernct.edu/Hispanic Heritage Month.
The Connecticut Board of Regents held their first meeting in the ballroom last Friday. Our own Catherine Kraychek got the opportunity to check in with the president of all state colleges, Marco Jakian.
It's a new year with a new president for the Owls.
So it's my great pleasure to bring forward the new president of Southern Connecticut State University, Dr. Bertolino. Welcome.
The Connecticut Board of Regents held their first meeting of the academic year at SCSU and gave Dr. Joseph Bertolino the floor.
On behalf of our students who directly benefit from your advocacy and personal engagement, and so on their behalf and that of the entire campus community, I'd like to thank you for your support. I'd like to welcome you to Southern.
President Marco Jakian, who has now been in his role for a year, shared his expectations of Dr. Bertolino with SCSU TV.
I think that Dr. Joe, as everybody's calling him, he's hit the ground running. He's made himself accessible to everybody, students, faculty, staff, administrators. He's going 100 miles an hour to try to learn more about Southern, to listen about what the needs are of Southern. And I expect him in a year to have moved this university, starting to move it to the next level.
The next Board of Regents meeting will be held on October 20th at Central University, and on September 30th, students will have the opportunity to engage in a discussion with President Ojakian at Manchester Community College. Reporting from Southern, I'm Catherine Kraychek.
More students on campus have been using condoms provided by School Health Services and the state of Connecticut. Condom dispensaries have been placed throughout campus bathrooms.
The athletic logo, the Southern Owl, has evolved over the university's history, but changing it might not happen anytime soon. Catherine asked students on their opinions about the logo and the athletic director, Mike Kobolansky, about the process of changing the logo.
Southern Connecticut State University Athletics last changed their logo in 2006. Throughout the years, Southern's logos and university mascot, Otis, has evolved. Alex Palmieri, a student journalist for the campus newspaper, got the conversation going again.
So we were debating on a topic to do as far as student opinions go, and my editor, sports editor, Edgar Ayala, said it would be good to get student opinions about the mascot and its evolution throughout the years and everything. So I interviewed Ron Vitolo, he's the quarterback, and he said that he likes the mascot, he'd just rather it to be like a bit more fierce and sharper. I also interviewed another one, receiver, his name was Q Hill. He said he wanted it to be a little more like New England-like, a little like fiercer as well.
Associate Director of Athletics and Communications, Mike Kobolansky, says it's a process to implement and execute a new sports logo.
The evaluation of the marks is something that I know is on Jay's radar. That's not to say that a change will be made within 3 months, 6 months, whatever it will be, but it is something that he is aware of, and I think ultimately going forward we will do a more stringent evaluation and make a decision on if anything does need to be altered. As is the case with most of these situations here on campus, there will be some sort of transparency and announcement and things of that nature. So if there are any students or faculty or staff or community members that do have any specific insight or interest in what they would like to see the mark would be, I think that when that time comes, they certainly should voice their opinion and their feelings.
Some student athletes like Juliana D'Arcangelo say they wouldn't change a thing.
I personally wouldn't change anything. I think that it shouldn't be about what the mascot looks like, it's about what the team looks like when they come on the field.
With Connecticut's budget cuts affecting the whole university, it may be a while before the owl evolves once again. Reporting for SoCo News, I'm Catherine Kraychek.
The football team will face American International College this Friday at 7 p.m. on the Just Dow field. Make sure to support the Owls and say hi to our SCSUTV staff on the sidelines.
That's it for SCSU TV News today. We'll see you next time. I'm Nino Napolitano.
And I'm Christina Costa. Thank you for watching, and make sure to follow us on social media and channel 919. Have a great night, everyone.